Queso did that for 2, I think. Is this Overwatch World Cup stream the only shot it drops? No, it's going all week, mate. This World Cup drop set is actually shared. These dates on the screen aren't the only place you can get this drop set. This drop set's actually shared with all of the Asia programming throughout the week. If you look at my schedule, I do all of the Asia games, and it's this same drop set for all of the Asia games throughout the week, up until, I think, Saturday. So, yeah, you also have Monday through Friday to get the rest of it. I mean, I got partnered on Twitch through my org the first time. Like, I got Twitch partner before I was like meeting the, before I was meeting like the viewership metrics of like 75 CCV, just because it was like, you know, Twitch partner used to be pretty like willy-nilly back in the day. It was in like 2018 or something I signed to an org, and like anyone that was on the org would get Twitch partnered immediately. No, not our nonsense. It was before that. It was Australian Overwatch. It used to be that when you would get these partner deals as well, a lot of like the old heads, like the oldest players, that people that don't really play anymore, maybe ColorHex would have got one, but before them, like nobody. But a lot of the guys from like the old Masterminds teams and stuff like that used to get the 70-30 pay split in your contract for Twitch partner. I missed the boat on that in like 2018 or something when I got on, but you used to get a locked in 70-30 split on your Twitch partner thing. And like if you have an old Twitch partner agreement from back in the days, from like 2017 and before, Twitch partner meant you got 70-30 on all subs, because this Partner Plus program that they implemented with the fucking 50%, 60%, 70% depending on your concurrent subs, that was all new. Just a way to like try and squeeze more money out of the subscribers and give less money to the partners. But the old deals, they were locked in on that because it's contract. But I missed the boat on that. But I did get free partner on my, you know, Twitch channel that had 0 viewers. And then, you know, like when I played in Australia, I would turn on the stream once every couple of months, fuck around. But, you know, to like 30 people, something like that. Like not partner level. Partner level 75 CCV for I think 30 days or something. League is the only scene where pros made the most of streaming. Is it another 15-hour stint today? Yeah, it is, B. It's a long day at the office. 70-30 and they all fumbled streaming. I mean, to be fair, like, the 70-30 don't really make much of a difference, mate. Like, realistically, like, your income tends to come from the ads on a high view count stream rather than subs. It depends on what kind of streamer you are. Like, if you're a, you know, big viewership incentive bloated streamer like myself, then of course, naturally high view count, lots of people that aren't subbed, more of your money will come from ads. If you're someone like Ellis, where you have like lots and lots and lots of recurring subscribers and people sub for your emotes and stuff like that, then a 70-30 emote split will make a like more substantial difference. And then I suppose naturally as your stream grows more and more and more, you just like, you just grow in both directions. Like, you know, Warren having, you know, the same sort of CCV as me, but he has 3,000 subscribers. So like a 70-30, you know, that's a grand a month plus, right? These numbers are real and reflective of your quality as an entertainer. That's Kappa Flapper. That's Kappa Flapper. I recognize that I can entertain people, but you know, I'm not a 4,000 CCV streamer. I'm a 4,000 CCV streamer in the way that anyone in these categories is. Viewership incentives. Very entertaining drops. That's the one, actually. I grow in the x-axis and the z-axis, but not in the y-axis. Does that count as growth? Definitely. Big man. How many subs you at? 1194. There's always drops, there's always a way. Pocket watching. I expected you'd have more. I got 1,500 last month during the Winton campaign, and now I'm at 1,194 with 1,204 sub points because Sunshine Bread has a tier 3. I'm begging for a tier 3 gifted. It's only the 7th, right? This number, the number that I'm reading here, this is consistent. Like 1,194. That's not like a monthly. That's not like a monthly reset number. That's just like the current number of subscribers. You know, that's a number that only goes down if you don't stream. I'm Pragmatter onto subs. Good. 1.1k is really good though. It's like it's a huge huge change from what my like normal baseline was like last year and the year before. Like last year, my regular amount of subscribers was like 400 to 500, I'd say, and then I'd have like a big period and it would like go up to like 600 or something like that. But then that Winton thing just like exploded it, and the preseason boot camp as well. I think there was a sub. Oh no, not preseason. The Stockholm, there was a sub incentive. What? I thought you were always large and famous. Not at all. Not at all. I was like a 500 concurrent viewers streamer in 2024 at the end of it when I started doing it. And then when viewership incentives started, I got like 1.5, 2k for Korea for the good days. And then this year it's just blown up again. But I think I've like massively expanded my viewer base over like different stuff that I do now, you know, from the different regions, so like different time slots. And I say when there were drops. Yeah. I just get people in different time slots that watch me now, and I get people that show up to watch me play Stadium. Yeah, my sub count will drop over time. Yeah, I mean, I think metric watching in general on Twitch can be like a very depressing thing. I think if you keep an eye on, like, say you have like a big month, say you have like a big month and you know that you've gotten a bunch of subs, you got a bunch of gift subs or whatever, there's just going to be like some random day. Say you have like one of those super days where you get like 100 gifted or whatever, and you look at the revenue report, you're like, holy shit, this is amazing. Yeah, this is great. What a great day at the office. And then one day you're streaming on the next month and you actually watch like your sub count at the top of the dashboard just go down and down and down, you know? Like you watch your sub count go down 100 in like 2 hours of streaming. You said your first month was 1,800 subs, and when it started dropping, you were sad. I've never had 1,800 subs in the entire time that I've streamed Valkyria. I've not once have I ever had 1,800 subs. That's a higher number than I've ever peaked at. Holy Frogger stimulus. Is Valkyria in with the Frogger viewers or something? Who's Valkyria's Euler supporter? Frogger platform me? Did he like raid you or something? Like play with you? What did he do? Didn't raid me, but we played before I started streaming. When I started, his viewer came to mine. I see. That helps for sure. But did you like, if you got like 1,800 subs, did you have a couple of people that were gifting you like hundreds of subs? Because like 1,800 subs, it's like, that's a, you know, that's a lot of subscribers. That's a lot of money, you know. That's like $10,000 of individual people's hard earned, you know, like. That's so much money. It's not $10,000 in your pocket, but it's $10,000 out of somebody else's. Like that's a fucked amount of money. Okay. I mean, if you have like 5,000 viewers and 40% of all subs for $5, you got 2,000 subs, no? 40% of all viewers don't sub, you know? Like, like you know, for like the past month or something, for the past month, I've had like an average of like 3,500. I mean, let me look at it right now. Sully Gnome Unter. Let me look. Sully Gnome. Not working. I have to go to Sully Gnome. Like the stats website. Look at my own channel. Like you don't get 40% of your viewers being subscribed, unless you're really good at getting subs, I guess. But you know, for me, like I search my own channel for the past 30 days, 3,700 average viewers over 171 hours streamed. Like I haven't streamed very much this month, because it was the major time. Like I've had long streams, but I haven't like overall over a long period of time streamed that much. But for like 171 hours of streamed, I've got what? 1,195 subscribers. During the peak of OWWC in stage 1, I had more than 1,100 subscribers, I'm pretty sure. But it was also the Winter badge thing, and I streamed for 300 hours in the month. So I streamed almost as twice as many hours, which it's going to go back up. It's going to trend towards the 300 again this stage, because you know, there's games every day for the next month. Winton badge was so good. Yeah, that was really handy. The Winton badge helped me like definitively get the plus program stuff, because I was like on the edge with the plus program for a long time, like, you know, getting like 290 recurring over and over again. But then I got it, like I got 300, and then in the following month with the plus program I was like, oh, now I have 600 tier 1s, so it was never a worry again, because Winton made people tier 1 sub. Welcome back, and we are on. Portugal, Norway has begun. Rafa, no water guy in sight, but it is control, so I'm sure we will be treated to a bit of water guy down the line. You're on your way to the program, you haven't streamed enough the second month? Yeah, I mean, the plus program takes ages in relative terms, because like gifted doesn't make any difference, you know? Like you actually need 300 individuals to give you their hard earned, but the Winton badge really helps. Any badge program really helps. Do some badge farming if you want to make money on that. All right, Karama now up top, gonna poke around, takes the coast side. It's actually completely empty here as Norway have flipped around to the objective, pressuring the cap a little bit. Rafa wants to step on and touch, but of course you're playing Sig Ram, so you don't want to get too close or you're gonna get your lights punched out. But Isak, I think it's Isak, has had to use form quite early, and that means that there's not going to be any swings onto Rafa.
Yeah. No swings onto Rafa. Slow and steady. Norway with the flip. Happy with this one. They can play it slow now, try and sucker him in, let their Farah and Sojan swing back too. Has to tip off the point. He's actually going to get rocked a little bit late, and they might just get the flip right back. He's with one more touch on his shield timing now. Slow round the corner. Rafa tries to push him back, and that seals the flip for Portugal. Back in control. Slow and steady, but look at this angle for Snowdrop, and Isak's found Karama somehow.
Isak's found Karama somehow, but Portugal, they are still fighting for it. They want more, they want to trade. Isak's half HP shielding off the backline inside, though, and Rafa might just have to run away. A little bit of an unusual way to escape the fight, or going out underneath. Feels like something out of the Great Escape or the A-Team or something. Dang, Pancake is going to get poked by the fire rockets. TP's back into spawn. And Portugal, they have to swallow a reset at the end of it all. Thiago Lini gonna... What the absolute fuck is Reflect doing? You absolute psycho! Running into Portugal's spawn, essentially. Just aggressive Lucio play. But here we are. Numbers?
41, 42, 43, 44.
40, 41, 42, 43. Isak's dead. 44, 45, 40.
Well, just works. Sorry, that was a real hard swap over for you as it starts on 12. Fuck. On day 3, no less. All right, 5 ults for Portugal in the retake, as they've kind of gifted that one open to Norway. Or, sorry, rather to Portugal. Holding on now, flank for Karama, looking for this barrage timing, runs into Jesper Swag, hits the air shot as well. Jesper Swag in big trouble. Snowdrop starts with Annihilation, swings back, beat is good. Karama can keep peeking now as well. Thinking about this barrage timing, but doesn't want to go deeper. Now Snowdrop, oh, Tiagalini walks into that one. Eyes off for prize, and Snowdrop's found Norway a pick to walk forward with. Second one for Snowdrop as well. Responding big time here was Kitsune Rush as well. And Portugal, they're all dead before they can even lay more ults in.
Tough for the Portuguese. Upshot is that they hold onto those ultimates for their next attempt. Reflect has beat, but after what I've seen from Reflect already, I'm expecting greatness, expecting something aggressive with it, you know? The type of player that wants to beat push. The youth love Unter, Ellis hype, we young, says Anthony. You don't look a day over 31. It's a problem now that I'm 28 like Yira, but you know I'm aging in dog years since I started co-streaming Overwatch. Dang Pancake gonna throw the Kitsu across the point. Rock does not convert for Rafa pushing forward. B comes out now for Reflect. There's the B push we were expecting. Barrage comes out as well from Jesper Swag. It's a 0. TP not available apparently for the Kiri. Tiagalini finds one. Reflect in the B push will be the person to go down for it actually, and Rafa is now pushing forward. Down goes Nexty. 5 versus 3 situation. The Portuguese, all they have to do now is clean up the point.
He's actually going to be forced underneath as well, and that should be enough for him to get the flip. They killed that Ram underneath, and Portugal back in control. Was a good kite initially, but these flips are going to cost them all of this. Reflect is low, does get round the corner back into spawn, though. They're still looking for Reflect. Trying to catch him, but Rocket next! Reflect take an absolute beating in spawn, but he'll limp for a little bit, but he'll be okay in the end, and Norway can regroup and go again with this annihilation.
Oh, Karama pushes around the flank. Barrage comes out. Can't finish. Jesper Swag. Snowdrop and Jesper run a 2-man in the sky. Get the kill. Tiagalini finds the trade onto Nexty, though. Isak needs healing, but there is no major source of healing anymore. It's just the healing beat from Reflect. Oh, no. Isak playing behind the shield. Pops the form just to press forward. Walking with the block exclusively right now. Crab walking towards the point. Rock comes out. The Snowdrop. Good for it. And Rafa will fall. Portugal dropping the cap once again.
Oh, Reflect! How? How does it keep happening? Snowdrop's going to clock as well. The touch is still high difficulty for Portugal as they swap onto ball to try and go fast. It's the Kiriko behind. Dank Pancake will sacrifice their life for that one. Ball is on point. Snowdrop will clean up both supports. Tiny little clock from Snowdrop again. That's a significant advantage. That should be enough for Norway. Rafa can get one more touch. They just need to avoid any unnecessary trades. Slide in for Tiagalini. Slide onto point. Down he goes. And Norway take the first round.
Yap a little longer.
Yeah. Ooh, a really impressive one, actually. Snowdrop really clean on both overclocks there. Crucial in these scrappy mid-fights, especially when both teams are playing the slower DPS. Going to be a huge swing factor who can win those duels, who can find those picks. You're going to see that reflected in the scoreboard, despite it being 99-99. Snowdrop is 13-1. Jesper Swag is 8-0. These are pretty good KDs as far as you want for your impact players there. If anything, the thing that hurt, I think, probably both teams across this was a lack of objective control in certain situations. Nothing can stop Norway now. Nothing except the tournament format. That means they're already eliminated. But they're going down swinging. Feel like both teams are in it for the pride at the moment. Jesper Swag going to TP everyone out of spawn, as is Karama. Swaps onto Farah for both. It's going to be a Sigma start for Rafa, Ram start for Isak again. Bigger, more open map here, so going to favour the Sigma slightly, but we've seen objective control be a problem for both teams. City Centre is one that is even more punishing in terms of objective control because of how easy to stall it is. So going to be crucial the first flip here as Jesper Swag and the rest of the Norwegian side find themselves on the high ground in control early on. But really it's going to come down to these side fights, who can find that initial opening. Rafa's going to start forcing the point initially underneath. Isak will drop to match. So a stalemate will unfold with only a quarter of a cap gone through for now, and we're going to move our eyes onto the DPS as both of them try and make some ingress for their respective nations.
Oh, fighting for ingress. Isak pushes deep, Snare goes out, blocks the backline. Really, day 3 throws.
Snowdrop
with 2? My god, Snowdrop wants it today. Wants to be king of the bottom. Now, Jesper up top. From the Swag Nation, hello Daniel, absolutely dominating on the Farah. Big damage out onto Rafa. Gonna duck inside, avoid getting traded, leave Dang Pancake to their own devices, and it's gonna be another first fight for the Norwegians.
Another option for them here. Gonna play retake. Kitsune rushes equal, Barrage slightly ahead for Jesper. Not really too much in any of these ults, so expect a very similar looking neutral to that first fight, where the duels at the side from the DPS will make all the difference. Karama's going to try and poke their way in. Just hopeful rockets here, bit of suppressing fire to help them walk. Kitsune rushes crept ahead for Dank Pancake as they are taking a bit more damage on the low ground now. Tiagalini's going to go wide, swing round to that Sigma. They are forcing the objective, but Isak has dropped to hold that one, and they'll be able to do this for a while now. Isak's actually going to punch for form timing here. Few punches back inside, slow as well. Tiagalini will look left, but very timid so far with this rail, not too much to shoot at.
All right, Tiagolini snare comes out. Next,
We
he's
got
just going
him.
to fall over to this one. Oh, Karama goes
Reflect.
down. She reflects the attack dog on Lucio. Jesper good for one as well on the point. And Portugal look good at the start. Tiagolini finding the opener, but the Portuguese, they can't hold on. They've lost their tank. They're about to lose their Tiago. And Norway already 60% in climbing. Brutal.
What's trying to catch someone in spawn? Jesper Swag won't get it, but it's going to be another long retake. Kitsune rushes will be up for both teams. Barrage in the hands of Jesper early on. Chance to start above one of his rooftops as well. Hard to keep track of. Portugal retook through the car side previously, and they're leaning that way again on this retake. But this means Jesper Swag, he is above the rooftop. And do Portugal rather? No.
Those who know. Jesper up on the high ground. Couple of rockets out in the general direction of Rod. Nothing too major though. Now we're truly in last fight territory. Wide swing for Tiago, but once again marked out by Jesper. Sneaking in behind. Ready for the one bop. Farewell, Karama. Farewell, Rafa. Farewell, Portugal. You will be missed. Snowdrop's going to gap Tiago. Before the overclock even begins, Rod's going to go down 94 on the beat, and Portugal 0 to 100. A strong start.
Smashed
for Norway.
him.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Swag Nation. Farewell, Portugal. You will be missed. Get the water guy in.
Time to eat.
Norwegian music. Most famous Norwegian songs.
Sigrid, right?
What?
Sigrid.
What's that?
An artist. Norwegian.
I don't know them.
And just pop, I guess, really. Pack Jesse.
Yeah, but Barbie Girl is like... No, we've done it too many times already. I want something new, you know? The music bit needs new bits. Is this a kid?
Gotta be... I've got a suggestion for you. How do I say this? Dovra Gubenschal? I've said it in a
Get
German
fucked.
accent for no reason.
Get
What do you mean?
fucked.
What do you mean?
Spell it. Spell it.
Dovrebbenshall. Or some shit.
Hall? Dovregubens Hall? Is that it?
That's what I said.
By Edvard Grieg and Per Drea?
I mean, it sounds pretty Norwegian to me.
Yeah, perfect, mate. Who kids? Wow.
Ahara Norwegian? I think you've done Ahara already.
You reckon this is just the quality of the clean feed? Like... Is that... Why did it go down to... Did you watch the PK video about tier 2 at Unter? I feel like the stream needs something PK certified. What if I told you, Dead Fishy, that I read the entire document in my own voice out loud like it was a story time, and then
We talked about it for like an hour.
And talked about it. Press clap. I yelled too much. Big sad. When was this? Papega clap.
I think it was. Was it start of EMEA, maybe?
I don't know. I remember there was a New Junk City happening in the background. I think it was the Austria game.
It was
during
that
the
was the
Austria
first
game, 'cause,
one,
like,
right?
It was when I was
Yeah.
like fully not watching. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't... And then at the end of it, it was like, oh, Austria have won 3-1, but I don't remember them winning any of the maps,
Yeah.
you know?
Because Austria did like the tour 1v1 and they were playing Mercy and like the tank swap had happened. It was just like, I'm not watching this. It was a King's Row. It was like, I think it was spread out, was he? Multiple maps. I think we were getting angry during the New Junk City. The King's Row was being read. It started on King's Row. Got it.
I can't remember the specifics.
Let's listen to Dov Graven's Hall. Think about that Overwatch World Cup song. Hype music. When does the song start?
Both got angry. Lots of yelling.
We're 30 seconds into this song. "47 seconds into this song. Troglodyte. Yeah. Cheers. It was just too quiet. I just couldn't hear it. I'm going deaf. Where's Avicii from? Sweden. I've watched World Cup makes a man so worldly, doesn't it? Whoa. What if I just play it now? How about that, Drudrick? Hey Wavy, you ready to polish your left deads for today? Make that left dead shine. Come on, Willy Wonka. Born ready. Boyo. Boyaro, he's just already shiny, like. It's gonna be so dull when I'm done today. It's gonna lose all of its luster. Like, thank you, Camel. When does I play? Last game of the day, Smeagol. Last game of the day. Final World Cup qualifier game. I think it could produce a three-way tie as well, actually. I think it could produce a three-way tie if Argentina were able to win it.
Yeah, I think there's actual stakes to it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if Mexico, actually no, no matter what, it would produce a three-way tie, right? Because it goes head-to-head. Or does map score?
No, because Argentina would just be 0-3 in that situation, though, and then head-to-head breaks it.
Like if Argentina were to win with a weird map score.
Yeah, it'd also rely on USA losing or something, no, right?
Right. He's doing the artillery thing. Wait, water guy's in. What am I doing? Lock in.
Of course he is.
Oh my god. Water guy doing his signature move. You want to do numbers? 38, 37, snow.
41, 40,
Water
39,
guy.
38. 37, not so wet anymore. 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Just works. Norway have fallen over on this point. So the water guy was sacrificed, but his sacrifice was worthy. I've got hiccups, you take over.
Thank you, water guy, for your sacrifice. Maybe you can actually just get back into position and do another round of artillery if we're really lucky. Tiago setting up on the high ground again. More dynamite to burn. Water guy. God, like his name is actually Water Guy. Like, What a GUI. Oh, come on, warrior boy. Let's go. Portugal up top, TP forward to the coast. This feels like a dangerous spot to be going in with a 5-man dynamite. Thiago's going to have a bob in no time. No eat there from Isak, taking it a little too easy. Reflect. Up high ground, tip of the hat again will be good bucket. Gets the AoE heals off onto the Tracer, another hat tipped, but Reflect and Jesper have fallen over this time around, and the Norwegians having no luck on this absolutely horrific attempt at playing a simcom. Thiago's the sacrificial anode this time around, but Isak is staggered.
Yeah, the price of a hold every time has been a single player, but that's actually a fine way to hold a point. You can full hold if you sacrifice one player at a time over the course of 4 fights. Isak's going to run all the way back to spawn. Next, he's going to go over onto the Alari. Now the Echo. Presumably back to D.Va here with this one. Anna, Alari, and a full change of comp from Norway 2 minutes into the attack. And oh boy, these are the sort of situations that have full hold written all over them.
I call this the Finnish blunder. Now it's time for another attempt for the Norwegians. Water guy holding down that coast. You see him absolutely shooting rocks. 50% of a tidal blast in 2 minutes. Nexty over on the coast as well, trying to contest the D.Va a little bit. Big shots out onto Jesper Swag. Thiago's trying to contest Jesper in the air, but Thiago's also a healthy distance away. So, can't really kill the Echo from this range. Just suppress them. Water guy's about half HP, but Rafa receives a nano boost, goes deep into the backline. Good for one, good for a second. Cleans up Snowdrop as well. Not sure whether they're going forward or backward, but just waiting for Portugal to sacrifice their, you know, traditional one.
Who's going to die for this one? Yeah. If they don't do a sacrifice, I believe there will be a curse upon the team. So this next fight is probably
curse upon their houses. This is a disaster.
How are they going to overcome the curse? No.
I don't know how they're going to manage this.
Even with the ult advantage, the curse is quite powerful.
I remember
Karama goes to the pulse.
That was Jesper Swag's sim.
Oh,
right.
The
Snowdrop
curse
naded.
Missed.
Oh, jeez. Thiago. No, the curse! Thiago dead with Bob. Isak traded. Wait, this could be an attempt to counteract the curse. Water guy has ult.
Oh no, he dies with ult! The curse! Rafa's trying to trade! The curse is so strong, the bomb is out. Can he get back into mech? Rafa's going to swing. Does get back into mech and crushes Snowdrop.
Squished Snowdrop!
Oh, they had to sacrifice an extra player on this one to overcome the curse, but the sacrifice was made, and Portugal, they will hold once more.
Rafa 99 is soloing this lineup. What is going on right now? Gets the Guru squish. Norway 40% on their clock. They actually have 4 ultis for this final turn. Come on, Water Guy. Show us what you can do. A tidal blast onto a Tracer versus a team that has no Suzu. Wouldn't that be a nice little combo? Or you can poke on main and die on the coast getting shifted on. Doesn't look to be setting up for a proactive tidal blast here. Trying to shoot the point early. Tidal is still available. Oh, Nano Captive Sun. Thiago's dead. Bob is out, but Reflect is traded by Water Guy. Oh, Rod dies as well. The curse.
Oh, Bob's out. He's forced to demag, but Isak gets back in. Now Rafa will come to contest. 30% short of this one. Tries to find a kill, but that's 2 kills. D-Mech potentially as well. D-Mech copy, actually. The bomb will do the rest. Now Rafa is out of mech, deep behind. And Norway, right into overtime, will find a breakthrough.
Yeah, just playing behind and allowing Norway to go first with all of their ults, not hitting any counters really. Thiago dead in the water to the Nano Captive Sun. Rod FD dead to the same. Can't be losing players like that. Just go trade out, guys. Like, your respawn is 10 centimeters away. What are we doing here? Little, you know, tidal onto Rafa or Karama. That literally can't go wrong versus Norway's comp. There's no counterplay. But Vamos, Waterboy. We got Water Go. Sky. Unter Sky's tired. Are you paying for these subs every month, Angelix? Are you like... is this where your prime is going? Like... I swear you've been doing the Skystube bit for more than a month now. Nano comes out onto Rafa. Instant Thanos arrive. Kills Snowdrop. Good for more. Gonna punch out Nexty's lights as well. Lag.
The D.Va just really being the raid boss off in this lobby. Every nano, every shift in, Rafa is finding huge damage. Norway can't find a way to live these ones at the moment. Isak's going to swap in spawn once more. You want numbers, sorry? 24?
25,
23?
24, 23, 22, 21.
Just works.
Thank you. Isak on cart. Dueling with the D.Va. Round and round and round he goes. Where am I? My throat kind of feels sore. I'll Let's get into more ASMR. JC is a sub to Scarcity as well. What the fuck?
Right hand side for Karama. Pulse bomb in hand. Was a real star for him. And oh, stick here is going to be big damage as well. Gets 2 out of that for Karama. Was a star during the Conference Cup for him. Stepping up big time now. Getting hunted down by Jesper Swag. But the pocket is good. Karama will hold it. It'll be Jesper Swag who actually dies from that one. First corner hold. Very strong from Portugal.
No, you just go and spend 150 channel points to unlock Skiest Pause. Wait, you can use emotes that you unlock with channel points globally? I assumed that was a channel only thing. There's no fucking way.
I thought it was like a one-time use thing.
I thought it was like an unlock for 24 hours or something. But JC, I don't know, JC just used 150 channel points for it. Like, what a broken ass system. Definitely something to Kate think about. All right, Isak. Swapping in spawn, 15 seconds. We know Norway, they're good for it in the clutch. Or Portugal are just not good for it in the clutch. Again, a title Rafa, a title Tracer would dominate here. It's a similar old situation to what we witnessed before. Trade the backline. Pulse comes out for Jesper. Cool on thoughts and prayers. Tiago's dead again to a nano boosted ult combo. Captive Sun comes out now for next.
Can't find anyone.
Reflector's fallen though, and it looks like we're getting trades here. Warrior guy still has the title. Oh, one on
Now's
Rafa
the time.
this time. Rod's traded, as is tradition, but Rafa should be good for this one.
Takes Fiolari down as well. Just a Mauga left on point. Pulse bomb, self-destruct, all available here. But Mauga's actually going to tank both of these ultimates here. Isak taking as much as he possibly can, honestly. But Jesper ties to the self-destruct. Lucio's going to touch, and Rafa and Karama just going to be farming kills as they get the hold on second. Time for a bit more pasta.
Thank you for the flower, B. Thank you for the skiest flower, meowers. Thank you for the first time Portugal Speed Kitten 1. We don't have to boil Jesper Swag. Just accept our place. Slumped in the chair. Thinking whether or not it's time to order that pizza yet. Thanks for the dead arca flower, Bussy Brigadier. All the flowers you could choose from. Rafa 99 at 22 and 1. Thiago at 4 and 4. Come on. Come on. You're him, Thiago. You're him. It is a dynamite build.
It's OPR free sack babies, and we're gonna have whatever we want. You're right to talk for a bit. Well, I'm so close to finishing this pasta.
Okay. Karama's already gotten in behind. Jesper's failed to mark the flank, and Karama's just set up. Jesper knows where the Tracer is. The Tracer knows where Jesper is. But will knowledge be enough? Drill across the side. Thiago.
No.
Yeah, that'll do. Next he's down. Karama's chopping through the back line right now. Portugal. Everybody scream if you love Portugal. Or just write Portugal in all caps, to be honest. Because it looks like we're slowly accruing additional Portuguese fans. Just write Portugal in all caps if you're a fan of Portugal, to be honest. Don't scream. Just write Portugal. Maybe a tennis if you're feeling really lucky. Alright, that's better. And first point's gone. The Portuguese proving that they are not the worst team in this conference. Portugal. As a pasta.
So close, mate.
Oh, Xavi's close. Let me finish him off. Karama now pushing cart.
So that's okay, but nut in your throat is too blue, too lowbrow.
Yeah. I think that, you know, there's more room for interpretation in what I said compared to what you said, in my personal opinion. But hey, who's counting, really? You know,
there's a little PK coded. Just
what
benefits me. What benefits me?
I think there's plausible
option.
deniability in one. The other one, there's only. Anyhow. 2 meters on the cart. Finish your fucking pasta.
Mate, I finished. I'm just waiting for the throw.
I'm throwing.
All right. Oh, thanks for a pro, Max. Time to take over. Norway on the ropes here. Isaac's trying to find a trade, though, trying to dig their heels in as best they can, but Jesper Swag is naded. We are so close to the Portuguese spawn. Trades, they will actually still favour them, but Snowdrop closes it out. A stagger onto the Baby Diva here might be essential. Isaac's coming back to help with that one as well. And Norway, they've made a stand.
Let's get a Portuguese song request. Thank you for throwing it back. All right. Norway, they actually have great ults to hold, but unfortunately with 4 minutes on the clock, you're dreaming if you think they're going to manage this long without making a mistake. Now, it's time. Portugal in all caps, please. All right. Done, JDef. Done. Thank you for throwing it back. Snowdrop trying to contest the flank. Hard push for Water Guy and Co, though. Water Guy ready to rip. Trying to bend it like Beckham around that corner. High Noon comes out for Snowdrop in main. But on the run, Rod FD and Thiagolini both going to go down. And Portugal might as well just eco this one. Something funny?
Just people making throwing it back jokes. The improbable Norwegian hold is getting slowly more probable. But we're still very deeply in the improbable territory. It's 3.5 minutes and they can't afford to give an inch. 5 ultimates nearly up for Portugal as well. And this will be it'll be the toughest test yet, but Norway, double support ult, options, a chance. Thanks for the giant dancing bull skunk as well, Hilarium. Norway making their stand, tectonic shock, ready to go around this corner.
Lob up through main for Thiago right now. Lots of pressure on Norway to touch the point. Sanctuary comes out. Jesper's going to pop the tectonic shock as well. Snowdrop's actually found Karama, though. Sanctuary eats the pulse, and quite a spend of the bank here for the Portuguese to not win anything at all. Rafa's going to lose suit, and because Rafa has bomb, Rafa's going to use bomb and spawn, sleep onto the Diva, doesn't find anything, and well, Portugal just blew 4 ultimates for nothing. Fortunately, Water Guy has the discipline of a monk and still hasn't used. Now we're going to go for a title combo straight into the backline, running after that Cass. Hits the stomp, hits the nade, hits the kill. Rafa 99, Thanos arrived, no bomb to follow up.
Rafa's
though, so it's 4v4.
Yeah, the Ray's going to maybe get a Tido up here. Jesper Swag is taking so much attention in the backline as well. He's awfully low, but nobody's looking at Isaac as he flies in. Jesper Swag's going to find one before going down. Trades are still very scary for Norway. Oh boy, but it's 5-minute hold. They're 3 minutes of the way through it. They've lost Jesper late. Now it's going to be a full neutral for this next one. The cart's actually rolled back. They've got a little bit of a margin for error almost at this point, Norway.
I refuse. I refuse to believe. Body's on the car right now for Portugal. Norway, they have to touch, come flying in. Thiago really close to the payload touch.
Careful, careful,
another
careful.
Touch, another flat. Cried. That's just sad. That's just sad. What do you think about that one, Pomatimo? It's all on the brig, you know? It's all on the brig. Rod FD, just fucking like triple. Here comes the flail and the Diva there. Son. It was so winnable. But
it was actually really on. The ult situation was equal. Like, it was still tough, but like winnable 3 fights in a row.
Brutal. Classic Rafa 99 C9 bait. Textbook Rafa 99 there. I woke up late and saw the numbers. Oh no. Poland got fucked, Maria. Like, it was bad.
Don't watch it back. Don't watch it back.
Yeah, genuinely, like, the only reason to watch that match back is if you feel like being a race trader. Like, just watching that is bad.
Time to betray my nation.
I'm getting bad hay fever from all the flowers. Maybe Jaws is a secret viewer of my stream. Maybe it all makes sense. Are these the same?
Oh, what the same?
That'll do it. I'm just looking at the different speed emotes.
Oh, many such cases. Alright. Yeah, let me kill these Preds and then I'll get a drink real quick. Who was that? That was certainly Portugal winning. Alright, bigger timer for you now.
We all love Portugal. Portugal. That's handy, Tolatos. Need more? How many hours to go? A couple. How good was Prime Jesper Swag? I mean, I remember watching Jesper Swag actually chopping it up in face at Masters like a year ago. It probably wasn't even a year ago. It was probably like 8 months ago or something. I feel like it was when I started full timing and I had like nothing to do. Like before OWWC Stage 3 or something. I can't even remember what it was. No! Water guy's out. That's fucked up. Would I consider that C9? I mean, I just call everything C9, mate. It's not that deep. I think, like, you know, the idea of, like, a C9 being so tightly defined is so kappa, you know? Like, oh, it's like, oh, they didn't realize that they weren't touching or something. Like, yeah, they were, you know, they didn't realize for a while that they weren't touching and they tried to touch and they fucked it up, you know? Like, happens. No water guy, no win. Agree. They better get worked. Hi, Tennis. Oh, no, it's Menace. Oh. Are we on New John? Yeah. Orange C9. Portugal. It's only a C9 if it's from the Lijiang region. Regional? We're region locking that? Unter, next game after Norway win, feels free to listen to Marius Samuelsson. Marius Samuelsson. Okay. No monologue today? What monologue do we speak of? Appreciate the approval, John. Who's your MVP so far for this series? Rafa99. Tennis in all caps. 100%. Alright. Sigma for Rafa, Diva for Isak. No Mizuki. It's been banned out by Norway, so this is as good a chance that Norway are going to get to make this work. Venture is open right now for Jesper Swag, but Jesper is actually opening on the Symmetra. Interested to see whether or not this will play for them, as Portugal are playing the long fight, not dropping down to the point, not taking the bait, just trying to poke out Norway. And Norway, they're playing round the world. The French game ended an hour ago. What are you cracking open?
Pepsi Max. I also got some cookies after all this white chocolate and macadamia nut cookie talk earlier. It got me in the mood. The mood for food.
Food for food. God, I'm hungry.
What about 2 pizzas? Maybe a blondie. Now it's going to be...
struggling to decide between a pizza and a burger, you know?
I think pizza. I think pizza feels...
You think pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion.
Pizza. As long as there's humility with it. I really do appreciate that sense of humility. It really kind of helps keep me grounded in the sentiment.
All right, Norway, back in it. Do we say all right too much? I feel like it's our go-to. Do we need like a new like?
It is such a all right. I think all right is actually even better than our just works in terms of like it's a pickup word when the flow. Like we weren't even listening, so we couldn't even copy like the last couple of words of the other guy and just go to all right.
I like it when you copy for once. Like when I used ingress in the previous map, and you clearly weren't paying attention, but you're like, why am I picking up from ingress?
Like, how do I make this work in the context of what's coming out of my mouth?
I'll try and use more of a more dynamic range of vocabulary to with the pass. Oh, give me some words, chat. Give me some words. Alright, high noon swing onto the other side. A snowdrop goes forward, back, doesn't find anything. Kitsune rush on point, Symbol over the top, splitting that point in more or less half. Izak's going to try and push forward with that, but the Kitsune rush helps them stabilize. Symbol still in play, but Norway aren't getting the full benefits of this. It's a beat push now. Everyone's going to take a back step. Later beat comes forward for Reflect. Blizzard to stop this beat push, though. Diva's already past it. Karama's going to turn around. Any freezers? Snowdrop, frozen. 1-for-1 trade only out of that one. They focus down for Sim behind. Even trade still so far. Karama's pushing back in. Needs a few dings. Gets boot back. Trying to find the connect on to Reflect. Izak playing cleanup though, and all of a sudden Izak and Reflect 2 versus 2, but one of them's a Diva. Karama trying to hit the freeze, but Izak with the cleanup. Karama onto the high ground, has to get on point, does get on point, but too low. Izak, the last Norwegian standing.
You know, I get this weird feeling that I'm ever so slightly ahead of you in the VOD. Like, ever so slightly. Like, is it possible
Are you on
that
second
the live
point?
button... I am on 20, 19, 18, 17, 16,
Wait,
15, 14, 13, 12,
Just works.
11. Who am I cheering for, Unter? Portugal tennis. All right. Although, realistically, I don't really care. I kind of want Water Guy to win, though. Just like, you know, for the love of the game. All right. Isak punching on with Rafa 99, which feels not the target, in all honesty. Suzu comes out. It's one of those Aki Resing Suzus from the looks of it. Portugal are going to get the cap nice and early on. Rafa, tennis, 99 tennis. That's who I'm cheering for.
I know that guy. Tiagalini underneath, clock in hand, Diva behind,
Rod!
slides away, but Rod's already been run over. Izak, a bulldozer on this one now, playing cleanup 3-4. 4 for Izak, might just make it a cheeky ace on this one. Absolutely fabulous from Izak.
Izak getting it done. God damn it.
I thought it was a throw for a second.
Throwing it back. Straight away.
Izak getting it done. Back to you.
Back to you in the studio, Tom. Oh my god. Norway. Play back. Kite him in a little bit. Get the Kitsu going. Run him down when Karama doesn't have a wall angle anymore. Trying to coach him here. I'm sick of deciding how they're going to
Level 5.
All right. Level 5. Clock comes out from Tiago. They're all kiting back. No interest in matching because nobody's touching the point. Portugal start to touch the point early, but Isak's ready to drop. Kitsu waterfalling down onto the low ground. Symbol out as well. The point touch begins for the Norwegians. They're pushing on. Ah, Blizzard down on the point. It's a Kevster Blizzard. There's nobody in it.
Jesper!
Now it's a push forward. Jesper down to Rafa 99. Tennis. And Isak ready to push backline again. There's a Kitsu for Dang Pancake, but this is so difficult for the Norwegians. Maybe a bomb 3v5 as Isak can't quite read the situation well enough to know whether or not to use. Will read the situation just fine, and they are going to hold on. He can read. Literacy is at an all-time high in Norway.
The literate Diva does it again, holds onto the ult for the retake. Now it's going to be beat versus beat. Clock in the hands of Snowdrop to potentially start the fight here, but the Annihilation is going to be way more powerful in these brawly situations. Really, Snowdrop has to start with the overclock. He has to try and force the beat or even the Annihilation early to give a chance for Reflect to get a later beat. If not, they should just have the better ults to fight on point here. Snowdrop will start us off. Rod will beat back immediately. Wall comes through. He's trying to live right now. Chance for a later beat back. Reflect goes Doesn't catch for DPS. Annihilation now for the push. Big trouble for Snowdrop. He's keeping them contained, but Rafa can't really push. He's on the back foot, as is Izak. Both tanks will try and reset with their teams here. They break the wall. They let Izak through. Now Nexi's going to have the next ult in the Kitsune rush, but Norway don't have time to wait for it. They have to get themselves on point now. Izak needs help. Jesper Swag on the flank, onto Tiago Lini, and now Jesper Swag. Oh, he's got him in the blender right now. But ult up behind the point. Norway will get the flip and the capturing all of that. And Jesper Swag, well-managed fight by Norway, patient when they needed to be.
Very patient indeed as Jesper Swag now 2-0 lead onto the Venture. Jesper, when they get on that signature Venture, man, it just fades away. Portugal, I'd be very worried for them. They're going to need to draft for Water Guy again because they're not getting it over the line with Rod FD and Dank Pancake having to play the Lucio Kiri versus Jesper on his signature hero. Nexty with a Kitsu, it's all that Norway have for now. Felt like you had something to say before, but I've interrupted it out of... is it gone from your head at this point?
Ooh, let me think. I was going to say, that's why he has a whole nation behind him. Back to you in the studio.
Back to me in the studio. Jesper drilling into the backline. Karama's already dead. Isak, don't pin off the map, mate. Rafa, 99. Tennis. Oh, Jesper's going to pin off the map instead, actually. Rafa, 99. Will pin into backline, though. Dang Pancake so low. Reflect goes down. Now, that is a game-losing death from Jesper there, for sure. Isak drops the cage. Suzu's out. Little fadeaway there, trying to pump fake the Ram or something, hoping he puts the block down. Stomp comes out, lands on Tiago, and it's Isak the one-man army here.
Actual monster performance from Izak here, showing the power of literacy in all of this. Going to be a crucial fight win too, because Portugal have a lot of ults to throw back into this one. So the early cap, the ability to lose a fight and retake for some ults out is going to be crucial for Norway in this D point. They have the overclock to start with again, but Portugal have so much to answer back with. So expect Norway maybe to play this similarly to the B point we saw with the bridge, where they will play it slow, try and force an ult out and kite back. Wall comes through. Izak's trying to run through that wall. He can run through the wall, doesn't get as far back as he would like though. Kitsune rush, but a beat over the top rather. Blizzard as well on the chase. Clock on the chase. They throw everything at it, Portugal. They will find Nexi here. Jesper Swag wants to turn with a tectonic shock. They're on the high ground though, but here comes Jesper trying to get onto the Lucio. Runs over the Lucio, drops onto it, gets the Sojourn as well. All coming up for Jesper right now. Portugal get the flip, but Jesper is all over the back line once more. They eventually shut him down, but Reflector's coming to trade it. Izak's on the front line. Rafa has to drop the Annihilation as well. Izak is low on point, slowly but surely topping back up. Now he's got a Kiriko with him. Now he can push for the kill. Onto Rafa once more, onto the May. Overclock over the top. Snowdrop gets both of them. They've got the flip. Rod's going to throw himself at point, but it's all Norway on New Junk City.
You can't beat Jesper Swag on New Junk City. At least if you're Portugal and you lost control. Beat off the map for one of the Norwegians there, and Portugal fighting for their lives. The flap, that's what's done you in.
What is it? The flap instead of a flip.
The first time chat, the flap. Trash Mara's been fully done in by that one. First time kappa flapper.
Glad that was the best work of the day. That flap.
Yeah, some of your finest.
Little kappa flapper.
Yeah. Get a song going. Got an ad? Are you kidding? Oh.
Time for a cookie.
You deserve it, mate. You deserve it. All right, Dirt Master. Ooh. I'll buy it. Did you order the pizzas? I'm currently deep in thought on it, Felix.
Did Finland actually try this morning? They had Cloud on tank, and then started with a Torb 1v1.
Pizza will make you tired?
No is the answer to this.
I'm going where no man's gone before, I think.
The moon?
Do you live in NA or EU? What if there was a mystery third option here, Kiama?
There's no third option.
Okay, there's no third option.
He's in Southeast Britain. Why haven't we got the EMEA and NA schedule yet? Unfortunately, Moat, it's a secret. And Bliss won't tell us.
Bliss.
Yes, I just want to know the schedule, mate, please.
Come on, Blissy. Tell me your secrets. Is ICE going to be server admin against UK? Who knows, really?
I don't reckon so.
David doesn't reckon so. Why do you guys never combine chats? Ha. Ha.
Who's the anarchist who's asked for this?
Zonny79. You spoke to Patapan recently? Yeah. Somewhat recently. A month or two, maybe. Hey, Kels. Those who know. Fucking those who know is such a good one. Can't wait, cute Floyd.
I prefer the segregation.
That makes you think.
Don't worry, guys. Don't charge back your subs.
CX chatter? I was a CX chatter once. They locked me in a room. And Unter room with drops. At Unter, combine chat so I can post a giant cock. Sleep and Essa says, what a cozy time we're having. I'm just ordering pizza. Have you been here the whole time, cute Floyd? Just actually such an Unter lurk. Whoa.
Just thinking, Westy. Doing some real thinking.
What are you thinking about?
Playing tic-tac-toe. You guys are right.
Who are you back in here? What kind of pizza are we ordering? One of those fuck-ass pizza with everything on it, you know? You know the type?
Shh, don't tell anyone,
Supreme
Snoop.
pizza.
Don't tell anyone. Sounds like the game started. Sounds like we're on Circuit Royale. Sounds like Warrior Guego is in.
Water guy's in.
Sounds
Oh
like
my
Portugal
days.
are on the defense.
Wow. I'm ready. Centrist pizza. Order a kebab pizza in honor of Team Norway's victory. They don't really do that in Australia.
What, celebratory pizzas?
Kebab pizzas. Meat lovers. W slaps. B's huge on the W slaps. Just a massive advocate of W slaps. Does water work against Cat Bastion? Just W slaps, alright, Pomatuma? Like, don't even worry about it, bro. Don't even worry about it. Alright. No Cat Bass for Norway anyway, because they are going with what they know, which is just for swag on Venture. Zarya Venture versus Dr. Water. Let's see what we can do. You've got to get an HSP. Obid's 42. Like, just don't have to do that though, you know? Like, nothing can make me do that.
Sounds pretty pressing.
It has to be done. Has to be done.
Sometimes you guys gotta do what a guy's gotta do.
What's a guy got to do, Xavier?
Both of us are so desperate not to actually start casting and just keep bouncing this backwards and forth.
I'm still thinking on this. Still thinking on this where no man's gone before pizza order, you know?
Jesper Swag has died. I'll bite the bullet. A bit like Jesper did in that first fight. But Snowdrop, it's Karama's turn to bite the bullet. 4 versus 4 as Izak continues to walk forward. Another bubble round the corner. Trying to bully back in his space. Rock will be dodged. And Portugal on the back foot. Playing for this final corner. For Izak now, getting real charged up. Can really bully the Sigma in a lot of these situations.
Bro. Alright. Get something clean, bro. Bro. Are you trying to keep me healthy, Anthony? Jesper Swag pushing deep now. Water Guy keeps Rafa's health high though, and Rafa's just disappeared off the face of the earth. Nice headshot from Snowdrop. Trade onto Isak. Tiago Lini goes down, but there is an ice block available for Karama. You've just got to touch the card for a little while longer. Rod's 99 on Nano. Dies 99 on Nano. Jesper Swag with the clutch gene. The Norwegians good for it on first point as they push forward. They clean up those final kills. Jesper. Chin bag. My name is Anthony.
Wait, is that the guy who was Spider-Man? So bullet step now from Norway. Gonna be almost all 5 ults on coming up for them. Portugal will have very similar. Lots to throw in. No great nano or tidal blast targets, really. Might just throw it onto the front line, but they need to bleed bubbles out first. Kitsune Rush comes through. Defensive nano wants to wrap a hold the line. Reflect dies just short of it. Takes out a shot from Jesper. Trying to go in deep, but they're all quite far back. I don't know if he can go for any more with this one. He's going to try and turn onto it. Going to be a blizzard coming out as well. Backstep from Izak. Everyone avoids this, but they can't avoid Tiago Lini. Another pick for him, and Portugal should have the numbers now to stabilise.
Portugal have the numbers. They are going to push forward. Now Rafa is going to shoot a couple of Orbies up through main. Isak, oh, Rock comes out, smacks Isak in the back actually. Water Guy keeps Tiago healthy as well with the tidal blast. And now it's a full push for Portugal. They want to stop all of Norway's momentum, push all the way to spawn and start spawn camping. But the problem here, Jesper has traded Karama. This high ground hold is so powerful when you've got your Ana, your Water Guy just slonking orbs down Main Street. But now that Karama's gone down, swapping over to Reaper and spawn. Is that for a TP? No, that's not for speed tech. They actually want to play Reaper. Now they can't really camp this high ground at all. And Norway going to get a pretty easy walk up.
Yeah, very early bubble onto Snowdrop there. Has the clock ready to go, but Jesper Swag's made a mess in his disengage, and now it's player advantage, and Portugal able to take a little step forward. Swing around the corner, Rock goes down as well. No kills, but they're all on the back foot. The nade's going to force out Suzu as well. Tiago with full pocket alongside Rafa. Now they are forced all the way back out, and they're going to have to do this difficult walk up again. It feels like Norway are keen to try and get up as much of a slope for free as possible, and then just go for an early clock, throw some bubbles onto Snowdrop.
W slaps if you approve, okay? Next he takes down Karama as the first pick. Tiago going for the clock here. Snowdrop pushing forward. Slide up top. Big damage onto the Sojin. But we need a little more, Norway, if we want to break this corner. TP down for Karama.
advantage.
Rafa dead again. Snowdrop loves headshotting Rafa. But here comes the nano boost from Rod on to Karama. Too little, too late. Critical, the Karama stalls payload here. We'll get the Wraith off. Might find a squishy to get a little attempt at a one tap. But, oh, hang on, nearly got one. That was like 4 minutes. Just eat everything. Just get a second pizza. Just eat ice cream all day. We're done here.
The nutritionists are in chat today. Gonna be a Kitsune rush round the corner. Jesper Swag goes in deep. Backline thoroughly zoned for now. Looking for the unburrow. Tectonic shock available. Dodges that one as well. Keeps the Ana pinned in. Burrow underneath. Looking for a little bit more. Trapped in here is Rod. Big trouble. Big trouble for Pocket is good. Perfect way from Warrior Guego. But Snowdrop has killed everyone on point. So Portugal's problems are on both fronts. And they can't deal with them. Norway will get second.
You did hear W slaps B. Good ear. All right, 2 minutes 40 on the clock now for Norway. Keeping the push going in Portugal. There has been some critical fights they've fallen over in now. Rafa going to abandon course on the Sigma. Mirroring Zarya, bubbles for Karama, really putting more eggs into the Karama basket to carry. But Rafa, I mean, we've seen a lot of individual carries coming out from this player. Spin comes early, very early. Karama dies for it, even through the bubbles. Water guy, show us what you got. Triple orb around the corner, not going to do enough. Norway happy to just push the car through main now. This is really bad for Portugal.
Yeah, all this free push is going to go back against them now. They keep on the back foot. The swap onto Zarya makes the comps more even, sure, but with Grav disadvantage, it's so hard to survive in these situations. Snowdrop with a dink on point means Karama's going to go down, and this car is going to roll all the way there. And we're really approaching last fight territory. Isaac still with this Grav in hand.
Isaac, the Grav in hand, just waiting to swing. All the free push about to end now as we swing the corner. Snowdrop has clock as well, can open up the map with that one, then counter with the grab when Portugal crash out for it. But grab comes first, actually, onto the high ground. Isaac dies first. It is a great grab, catches Thiago and Warrior Guy in the sky, but Snowdrop slides deep. Rafa pinned to the wall, and Norway, they might just be stealing the series away here and now. Where are the Portugal heads when we need them most? Where's the Portugal tennis?
Great situation for Norway, full push, Circuit Royale. Now a chance to play defense as well. Need to be a little bit careful if you want to start Zarya on the defense, just because there's a lot of ways to try and counter swap it. But Portugal, no choice but to fight for their lives.
Just learned that the Overwatch esports stream is viewable through X, the Everything app. LeBron leave. I'll see you there dropping lep deads in the X, the Everything app. Chat, Smeagol. The multi-streaming. They're really getting as much value as they can out of their multi-streaming enterprise service, you know? Like, just doing it all. You gave up, Skewed? Sad. The X, the Everything chat is off. That's unusual. Apparently it's common for them to go emote-only mode when North American games start on the Overwatch esports channel. I didn't know this. But someone informed me today.
What, when the game starts,
TikTok stream? I was thinking of getting in on the TikTok space, you know? Now that there's people out there pretending to be me on TikTok, I gotta get more aggressive on that.
Cashing in on their groundwork.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you got enough things to do it, I presume?
No, I don't.
Oh, no?
I think you need like 10,000 followers or something to get a stream key.
You sure? I swear Hex said. Hex, are you here right now? I swear Hex said I got one on mine, and we had to restart the channel.
Restart the channel? What do you mean?
Yeah, like a TikTok account. I had to get like a new TikTok account.
Why'd you have to get a new one?
I just refused to log me in, and then they didn't respond to like the customer service thing.
Oh.
It was going on for like a week of back and forth, and just like none of the reset options working, none of it. So it was just when Hex started, so then he just started a new one, and it's already doing alright. But I'm pretty sure he said the other day that we had streaming unlocked.
Oh. I haven't looked into it. Reflect's already dead. Norway pissing it away. Portugal right back on. Never count out Water Guy in the clutch. Isak very low in main. Water Guy trying to bend it around the corner. Rock comes through. Isak will fall. Thiago keeps the push going. And Portugal, they are blistering forward. If they can clean up these final 2 kills, oh my god, they're getting them. Snowdrop's down as well. Big trouble for you, Nexty. You're in trouble, Water Guy. Why is Reflect coming back on? You're not Water Guy. Get off it. Dead again to Thiago.
What if he reflects for water back at him?
Here come the Portugal fans. There you go. Portugal tennis.
Burst point will roll in. Easy for Portugal. And they've got a Blizzard to try and snowball this forward with as well. Norway will have to be switched on to make sure they're expecting this one. Wall comes out. Izak's over that first one. Rock round the corner. Finds no one as well. Norway will stabilise this first, but now Karama only a few % off this Blizzard. But then Rock comes back out. Tiago's caught on that one. Disaster for Portugal. No chance of a snowball. And Norway will get that one for free. And this is going to buy them valuable time to get their own ult back online.
Ah, disastrous here. First point, all that the Portuguese are going to steal before Norway answer back. And yeah, you really do hate to see it. No snowballs for Portugal tennis. Just more despair among Ellis. Alright, we'll see what we can do here. Rod FD with a nano boost onto a team that basically has zero synergies with the nano. Like, really hard to find nano value here. Jesper Swag hiding in the corner, trying to catch somebody out. Universa May, so I feel like there's an ice block in that. Oh! Eyes in the back of his head, that Rafa 99, let me tell
flux.
You. Massive flux. Holy smokes. Nano boost onto the Bastion. Water. Wow, every ultimate for Portugal. That's 3 for Portugal.
One of these ults will counter the flux. Is it the Blizzard?
All 3.
Is it the... Alright, Norway now have a huge ult advantage. Flux comes out, Captive Sun round the other way as well. Gonna get nothing out of that. Next Evo will get big work out of that. Tectonic Shock was used as well. Next will drop in now. Should be able to finish off the Anna here as well. Loses track, misses the melee, will die.
Nexty.
It's not pretty, but if it works, it works. Norway will hold.
Among Ellis. Absolute fucking disaster. Nexty. Cool guys don't look at explosions or the people that they haven't quite killed. Jesper hiding again, looking for another quick turn, but Portugal, the damage is done there. That's 4 ultimates, 3 ults to counter a flux, and then Rafa missing his own flux to follow up. Ah, it's not really poetry in motion, is it? Alright, Jesper in the back now. Spots the Ana, a couple of shots. Doesn't actually go for the drill one bot. Happy to just buy time in the back. Tiago goes down first. More blocking for Jesper. Understands how to just occupy the attention of the back
zone adventure.
While, yeah, the zoning venture. Space created.
Just keeping that backline pinned in a room while his team does the rest. The power of that burrow and just that invulnerability while underground and the threat of the venture is sometimes scarier than the actual venture itself, if you ask me. Now Portugal gonna play retake. It's gonna be Kiri. No one's ever asked me that for some reason. Jesper's hiding again. Surely they'll check one of these corners eventually. Down goes Rod FD immediately, and Jesper Swag has done it again. Gonna throw out onto this one. Nice, easy cleanup, and that's just gonna be devastation. Portugal, for the love of God, he's doing it every fight. Check for corners.
He's doing it sideways. Norway now, 2.5 minutes remaining. And, well, Jesper, back to old faithful. Typing up a storm, perhaps, not that we'd ever know. Maybe he was just thinking. Dinner with Warren or $6 million? Wow, that's a difficult question. That's a really difficult question.
That's
I don't
like
know if I could pick a side on that one.
Leave the Overwatch League and get $6 million, or stay.
One of those ones that C9 Jack, when he shows up in a new Porsche, has to think,
Jack, where'd you get that Porsche from, mate? Oh.
You?
Me? Oh. Why have you brought the shredder into the office today?
Rafa, another zero-man flux. Oh, no, that's Isak with a zero-man flux this time, actually. All gravy, baby. Jesper getting ready to go. Has Tectonic Shock, gonna pop it, gonna burrow immediately, pop out on top of the mate, or just the disruptor on venture, not shooting those pulses. Really trying to take advantage of the major perk, which just gives you unlimited cooldown reduction.
So many cooldowns.
Yeah. Very disruptive. Not very lethal, but disruptive.
The Occupier. That's going to be another fight for Norway, and Portugal will continue to struggle, but they are getting up to a big ult bank here, and there's no flux that'll trick him into using all 4 of them at the same time either. So there is a real chance for Portugal in this next fight, and they need it to work because there's only 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Danger for them, it's just his captive son. If Nexi can find trades, if Jesper Swag hides in a corner, finds a trade, this time he's just hiding behind a wall. Find him, Portugal, find him.
Oh, Jesper, invisible once more. Spotted, but lives. Now it's time to unburrow.
Isak's frozen.
Jesper up top, massive captive sun in main, but Isak will go down. Norway, we need more. Captive sun will find a trade onto Tiago, but the flux from Rafa, no kills. Rod down. Water guy on Juno, it's just not the same. We'll trade out Reflect just those.
I feel like Norway have a certain amount of confidence they're going to win the series. There is still a double support ult coming back, so as long as they get the touch, Portugal have a pretty reasonable chance. Onus will be on Jesper and Snowdrop to run Disruption and Dismantlement. As the clock from the high ground, hiding slow, Snowdrop needs patience here. They are setting up a trap. It's not much of a trap because it started really early, but the touch will be hard nonetheless. Kitsune rush early to respond. Jump shot, Disruptor shot gets the kill. Wait, where is that Ray? Did he jax it?
So cute. Snowdrop does it all. Highlight reel to finish out the series, and Norway, they're going to take it.
Good on you, Norway.
Portugal tennis. Liz dead.
Isn't Norway famous for its salmon? That and its venture players.
All right, let's get a song request while I get up from the computer for a few minutes before I die.
Did GP win his 1v1? Well, interesting story about this one. What we did is not have GP do any more 1v1s, and then we lost for 1v1 anyway.
Imagine what you could learn by serving the table that has Warren, PK, Elon Musk, Unter, and Cap. Shocking. Right back. Hey, Braven.
Well, you know.
You're
what are you going to do? Who lost to who on what? I don't know who he played. I presume it was Kai. Kai against QRXC. Just not like we're a thinking person's team. Oh. All right. Time for another cookie. GB up next. We'll wait for the interview, then we'll cut the VOD, change the title, all those bits. Yeah, Widow. GB had a single map pick. The first one's a little bit weird because they do loser of a 1v1 either gets to pick ban or map. I think everyone's picked map against us. I can't really remember though. Ooh. Hey, City Boy. City Boy. Rewatch the Unter's PK segment. Fully agreed that certain fixable issues were hidden under the wishful thinking of an ideal scenario. Yeah, I think it's like... There's a couple of good suggestions in there, but it's just... It's always muddied by all the other stuff mixed in there as well. That just falls into unrealistic or not possible with the current requirements. And while I think most people's hearts and sentiment are in the right place, sure, you know, that they want things to be better. But, I don't know. Wishful thinking and Sky and the Pie thinking doesn't really, you know, work with it. Sky in the Pie? Some people say pie in the sky, but those who know say sky in the pie. In many ways, equally fantastical thinking. Well, I think when you use the examples like the Korea one, when Korea has all sorts of its own problems and doesn't really lead to this, and you sort of... Everyone who seems to be fighting for tier 2 seems to sort of frame it as like the most important issue. Like if you really want to like a real suggestion that we talked about a little bit, I think maybe even before in that main segment, you want a real suggestion is that doesn't cost you any more money. Like I agree the scheduling stuff is all fine. I think everyone's the same page with that, and the scheduling can and should be better, and it doesn't really change the cost of anything. But you want the real one is take this 50,000 prize pool that they put into every season, right? And maybe you leave Face It Masters alone, stuff like that. But you take some away from maybe Expert, Advanced, and Open, or reduce it, or reduce the number of places you give. See how much money you can pinch on that. And then can you use that money to put it into maybe a broadcast for Masters playoffs or something, if you do it all on a day, or if you're for the last part of it or something, you know? Like, can you squeeze a couple of broadcast days out of that or something per season with the money you save from that? And then you're not really having to spend any money. But, oh, yeah, I can sort the Preds. Choose outcome, Norway. You know, and I've not done the math on it right, but there's maybe something there, right? You can get a little bit more bang for your buck. Because I think when you look at those, I'm sure we'll probably have some here as well, where people who play in Open, Advanced, Expert, does the prize pool affect your decision to play in those ones at all? Or if it was slightly less, or for slightly less placements, would it change your decision making at all? No, because it's tiny. That's what I'm thinking, you know? Like, when I used to play, and I'm going to do a TF2 thing, where's Wrenchman when I need him? Going to do a TF2 bit, where in TF2, we would play lands, and the prize pool would be shit, because it's TF2, you know? But we'd go anyway. But no one's playing for the money. It's nice if you get a couple of £100, but no one's playing for it. You called? Thanks. Thanks, John. Thanks. Yeah, so I think you skimp on that and you get like a small production crew and you get like, because they've done it before, right? Where I think, do they have like Bullskunk and OC do it or something? But then a lot of the other suggestions, I feel like, I think that when they were talking about like adding spots to OWCS and stuff, there's something that sits really wrong with me about, they say they want more spots in OWCS and everything like this. Yeah, Turlins, yeah. When they say they want more spots in OWCS, I mean, look what Dildux did with their spot, right? Just kind of trolled it away. Look what Extinction did with that last game, just kind of trolled it away, you know? So it's really hard for me to get on board with giving people who use their opportunities like that more chances. Doesn't sit right with me.
What's this?
Oh, someone had sort of gone back and watched the PK section and was asking about it.
Oh. What was their gripe?
No gripe, just general agree with the sentiment that, you know, a couple of the ideas just work. Like the, you know, or should just work better, like the scheduling and some of the other bits, like the smaller things. But yeah, I was saying what they should do, if anything, is take the prize pool from like Open, Advanced, and Expert, reduce that to a certain degree, and use that to fund like a bit of a Masters broadcast or something, you know, redistribute the money a little bit.
Yeah. I
feel like that's a solution that doesn't cost money, just rejigs what's being spent, because I don't think you lose Open sign-ups if you take away their, you know, the 1,000 or the couple of £1,000 prize pool or something.
Yeah. A bigger tier 2 seeing greater than a larger tier 1? I don't know, like...
I think
from a tier 1 perspective, it's nicer to have it's nicer to have a tier 1 where it can be a job, because tier 2 will never be a job, you know what I mean? Like,
I think these things...
That's the perspective of someone that's already in it, not someone that wants to get into it. I see, yeah, that's just...
Like, in my head, it feels like it sort of kind of has to work top to bottom. Like, if you don't have a tier 1, you don't have a tier 2. But if you have a tier 1, you kind of need a tier 2,
tier 1 in order
right?
For,
yeah. But I feel the thing is we're just a small esport now in terms of funding. And if I look at Halo, which is probably akin to our size, there's not much of a tier 2, guys, you know? Like, you either make it or you don't. I don't know what it's like. I don't know if Rainbow Six or Rocket League are good examples. Maybe Rocket League's a bit easier because smaller teams and stuff, but
did what we could. I mean, it's just a really limited amount of resources to go around, and it's not going up.
yeah, like I think everyone's heart is in the right place. You know, the sentiment of, oh, I wish this was better. What can we do to make it better? Type thing. But there's an element of, oh, thank you, Mr. Over, for 21 months. Like realism and practical solutions.
Welcome to the stream, Just the Swag.
Any Swag Nation in chat?
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
I like Jesper. He's actually really funny.
Probably having an absolute time of it on
is he
circuit.
talking?
Can you talk us through a little bit about how that map went? Because especially on the defense, every time we cut back to you, we were just seeing you in a room waiting for the backline and jumping on those supports.
Well, there's a reason why I get harassed in ranked a lot. They say I play like a rat. I can't really deny it. I would hate to play against me too on circuits.
I love that mentality. I think it's especially for.
They say I'm a rat, but I can't deny it.
It was kind of the thing with Norway this weekend. They were the odd one out with the compositions and everything that you were cooking up. Like, where I kind of want to hear from you. What was the discussion in a lot of this planning, veering away from the meta and more towards your comfort? Was that just kind of there from the start, or is this something that was more?
Probably a little less motor, maybe close to like 10.
I'm excited to finally be able to talk about it because sadly we are out. But yes, so we saw like the meta being Cat Bastion for a while. We had a little time before the patch to like practice stuff, and we just practiced a lot of different compositions. And then the meta came around, or no, the patch I mean, the patch came around, and the meta didn't change at all. It just made Cat Bastion even stronger, it felt like. And we tried playing a lot of Cat Bastion, but we really struggled on it. So we just looked at what other teams did. We saw teams trying to make counter comps or just find ways around it. And we did try to play counter meta instead of meta because, as you know, our team just got put together. Some people haven't played in a while. Some people have played very little. It's a very big mix of people. So that's why we had that type of approach towards the plan, because we wanted to beat the teams with planning and game sense compared to like just taking them in a raw 1v1 and throw hands, you know. We wanted to take them to our game.
Can you talk to us a little bit more about the fact of like the team not really having some of those 24/7 household names of Overwatch? Like, does it mean something special that you're able to represent your country and have the opportunity to play at this level with the Overwatch World Cup?
Say once more, a bit easier, please. I'm very stupid.
Does it mean a lot in particular that you can represent your country with maybe a team that doesn't get the same opportunities for some of their players as maybe some of the other household names that have become such staples in the Overwatch esports scene?
Yes, of course. It's an honor. It's lovely. People like friends of me and people just
love that boy. Love that boy.
Randomly DMs
Love that boy.
Me. Oh my god, I heard you playing in this tournament, and just the fact that randoms know it, like not even like people who game a lot learns about it, just means a lot, because Norway, as probably a lot of people know, kind of a smaller country population-wise. More people know each other. It's a higher chance to like run into people you know in their cities where probably everyone knows each other. So just the fact that you're able to have people talk around you and people, I don't know, it's reputation. It's just real reputation. Even though it's esports, which is usually very small in Norway. It's just wonderful to get the chance at least. It's wonderful.
Awesome, and it was really great that we got to have all of you come up on the broadcast today and to highlight the talent that has been developing there. And I know for you, this isn't necessarily your last stop. I mean, you just qualified for OWCS EMEA on the Telesi roster as well, and have a lot more competition ahead. And what can we? Are you going to stay in touch with your Norway team? Are you going to keep practicing together and potentially work together moving forwards?
The team Norway has, I mean, we've gotten resources definitely from being in this tournament. If everyone's staying together, I don't think so, but we did have the Norwegian team, like every player, play together in the expert qualifier and qualify. Without me though, because I was in OWWC, as you know. But so I think there is projects going on with the team, but I know also some teammates are getting offers or like opportunities from this tournament.
Thank you, Billa.
I don't know what's going on or what's gonna happen. I am
Long
probably not
interview,
allowed
no?
to say what I just said. They might get pissed off at me, but
He's just got that like chill,
it is what it
wondering
is.
kind of yap,
For
you
me
know.
at least, I will
Yeah.
stay for Well, I've tried to stay for
How long
Telesi
until
for this
Germany
season
UK?
at
Do I have time
least,
to walk my dog?
unless I get any
Depends on
other
how far you're
offers to
walking.
play.
We're only halfway through this interview at this point, I reckon. So you
That's
should...
my plan
What, is it like
now.
15? It's like
I am
15
trying
minutes or
to do
something?
some nursing on the
I
side,
don't know.
you
I'm
know,
just joking.
so I'm not
I don't know.
all
Well, it's like
inning on
you're
gaming,
next though,
but
right?
Yeah,
right
we're
now
next.
I am all inning on
Yeah.
gaming for sure. I took a lot of time off to just play around and just game all day and
It
just practice
is
for
what
this,
it is.
which is pretty
Well, it
cool.
has.
Your full-time venture.
It has certainly paid off.
the
We have
venture.
absolutely adored getting to see Team Norway and your venture. Thank you so much for bringing the off meta
what a
to
mister.
the Overwatch esports scene. Best of luck with
Nursing.
Telesti, and we'll see you around. Goodbye.
Thank you.
All right,
Just
I'm
to
gonna
play
drink.
adventure. What a king. What a king.
Class act.